Good evening, and thank you all for coming and taking time out to watch our show. Us also. The theme of the collection for us this season was chiaroscuro, which is basically a painting technique of light and shadow. It's a classical painting technique, and we wanted to translate that into textiles, and using the technique of shibori and tie-dye to create textile patterns, and as well as our silhouettes and details, which came out of that simplicity and that style. So a lot of flowy silhouettes, but at the same time with detailing which is interesting, and you have to look for interesting details in a garment. And the whole collection is made with handloom fabric and Indian textiles, but we wanted to create a collection which was more global, like anybody anywhere in the world could wear something like that. So that was the inspiration for this line. And as far as Lakme Fashion Week goes, it's a brilliant platform for us young designers to come and showcase our work. They give us a beautiful setting and a beautiful platform, and they encourage us to keep going and doing better work. And we thank Lakme and of course IMG Reliance for this opportunity. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Shahinkil Sarkar, and my collection was called Beyond Boundaries. I've used a lot of checks and stiff fabric made on handloom. The checks, I would like to mention that it was my visit to North Bengal where we saw the local towels, we call it gamchas, that were being made there. And we infused a different color palette and a different yarn to develop these fabrics. And all of a sudden it looked so interesting to us that we thought of placing it on an international platform. So we developed these fabrics. Along with this, we were working with Khadi in Howrah, which is another district in Bengal, where we developed denims and Khadi blends. So that, along this entire mixture, worked out so beautifully for us. The collection we call Beyond Boundaries is because when we know of checks, we think of rigidity and construction, but the entire outfit is all about fluidity. And it's about a character which has no boundaries. So we are bending boundaries here. So it's called Beyond Boundaries. Lakme Fashion Week for me has been where my brand all started. So I owe a lot. And it's a platform for every developing designer or a newcomer or an emerging designer, which places his or her brand globally. So I would congratulate Lakme, and this is a brilliant venue. I'm in love with this venue. So thank you for having me here, and thank you for putting up this brilliant show.
This is Soham Dave. First of all, thank you very much for coming to the show and for the post interview. I would like to congratulate first of all my fellow designers who have also taken part in the show. If I talk about my collection, it is called line by line. Vertical lines in Vedas are a symbol of action, and we find comfort in following predefined paths, whether it is career or our own life. But in doing so, we take ourselves away from our true being. So to convey that message, I have taken the route of natural biodegradable fabrics and hand-woven fabrics. And we have worked on lines, and at the end on splatter-like, fleeting paint-like designs. The silhouettes are easy, comfortable, and well. Thank you.
We'll do a quick photo op and then you can give me your instructions and guidance.
Thank you.
કાંગભાઈનો ઘેરો કાંગભાઈનો ઘેરો હે બાપરો ચોખ્ખું મોબીલું ખપે એ બહુ અઘરી વસ્તુ હું ચડી ગયો તો હજી
Can you just message Abhay saying? Can you just message Abhay saying?
તમે જ શીખવાડ્યું છે અમે કીધું પોઝ આપો
Kala Vidya. And of course we have the head of IMG Alliance Fashion, Mr. Jaspreet Chandra.
I was just telling them that, having them here and all of that has actually uplifted the profile of our event. I wish Gautam was here. Gautam was a guy from my team because I think Shruti and Gautam have put in so much effort to get this going, but the craft is yours. We are just enablers. Okay, हम बस हेल्प कर सकते हैं आपको एक मंच देके, लेकिन जो आप प्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं वो आपकी कला है. और आज मतलब जो रिस्पॉन्स मिला है, अगर आप देखें कितने लोग आए हैं, the amount of people who come to see this show. Okay, I had somebody who actually turned to me, a fairly well-known fashion critic, and said this looks like a Manish Malhotra show in terms of the number of people that have turned up to see it. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here, and like I said, it's fantastic to have you all here. Thank you very much for being here.
Okay.
We would like to thank IMG for giving this fantastic platform to not only Shujan but to, I think I speak for all of us from Kutch. Such a chance is not easily available for craft people or people representing the crafts and being able to showcase it to the entire world like this. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And we have Sufyan and Valentine.
And then say two words.
मैं तहे दिल से IIMG से तहे दिल से शुक्रगुजार हूँ कि इन्होंने यहाँ पे इन्वाइट किया और हम लोग एक हमें जैसे ट्रेडिशनल आर्टिज़न है तो ट्रेडिशनल आर्ट के साथ हम लोग जुड़े हुए हैं जो 400 साल पुराना आर्ट्स है और जो हम हमारे जो लोकल मार्केट में हम लोग प्रेजेंट करते रहे एक वक्त तक. तो अभी जैसे ये हमें मौका मिला जब गौतम जी हमारे इधर आए थे तो हमें बहुत ही अच्छा लगा और हम लोग बहुत खुश हैं कि हमारा जो कला है अजरक का और भी अलग अलग जो क्राफ्ट हैं कच्छ का उनको प्रेजेंट करने का एक बहुत ही अच्छा मौका मिला. थैंक यू.
What a wonderful experience being an Australian designer in India. I've had the most marvellous time and thanks to IMG Reliance for providing this wonderful opportunity for all my friends in Kutch to show their beautiful talents and skills to a wider audience. It's wonderful. Thank you.
And Chavan and Vansraj, आपको कुछ बोलना है?
पहली बार जब गौतम जी वहाँ आए थे कच्छ और हमें उन्होंने कहा कि आपको लैक्मे फैशन शो में पार्टिसिपेट करना है तो पहले तो विश्वास नहीं आया कि सच में ये हो सकता है. और थैंक यू गौतम भाई एंड IMG रिलायंस को मैं आभार व्यक्त करना चाहता हूँ. बहुत ही अच्छा बहुत ही बढ़िया मौका दिया है और हमें जैसे हमारा 11 पीढ़ी से जो चला आ रहा है ये क्राफ्ट है उसको पुश करने का एक और अवसर दिया है और हम मुझे लगता है कि थोड़ा और आगे बढ़ने का इससे जरिया मिला है। थैंक यू।
ये जो क्राफ्ट को एक जो नई दिशा मिली है, क्राफ्ट को एक फैशन के लिए जो जोड़ा है, तो मुझे लगता है कि नई जो जनरेशन है, हमारे जो पीढ़ी जो आएगी तो उसके लिए एक नई राह मिली है, तो वो खुशी वो अपने क्राफ्ट को आगे ले जाएंगे। तो थैंक यू वेरी मच, ये जो हमको मंच मिला इसके लिए।
अजीत
Thank you so much. We'll do a quick photo and then we'll do the caption. I think the middle, yeah.
बट ये सिर्फ मेरे साथ ही नहीं हुआ है, आप भी ऐसे बहुत सारे बच्चों को जानते रहोगे जिनके साथ ऐसा कुछ हुआ है। शायद ये आपके बाजू में ही होता हो या फिर आप ही के घर पे होता होगा। आप सबने हाईवे मूवी तो देखी होगी और देख के बहुत सारी तालियां भी बजाई होगी, पर कभी किसी ने उस मूवी में रिफ्लेक्ट किया है? ये आपको पता है, जब मैं 10 साल की थी ना, मेरी शादी हो गई थी। वो भी किसके साथ पता है? एक 21 साल की लड़की के साथ। हम तो ऐसे देश में रहते हैं जहाँ पे द्रौपदी को लोग 5 वाली कहते थे, क्योंकि उसकी 5 आदमियों के साथ में शादी हुई थी। लोग उसका तब कितना मजाक उड़ाया करते थे। और आज की
When I was 10, I was suffering another battle. I was starting to put on weight, so I was laughed about my weight. So that's fine, you know, color, weight, some kind of prejudice or another woman has to go through. But that doesn't make a difference to me anymore, neither did it make a difference to me at that age.
When I was 10, I was sexually abused by my cousin. When I was 10, I also got admitted to this really cool school, which was a boarding school. When I was 10, my mom would make most amazing food for me. What is happening now?
How are you?
Who is the Chief Marketing Officer from Ajio.com. Of course, we have a fantastic designers, David and Rakesh for Abraham and Thakur, and we have Rajesh Pratap Singh. Unfortunately, Ferro was a little too shy for a kosher conference, so we can, if there's any instructions, we can figure that out. Seema, would you like to talk about your association with Lakme Fashion Week?
Thank you. So Ajio.com is a brand new fashion brand. We happen to sell online, that's why we call ourselves Ajio.com. And when we began about 10 months ago, our whole premise was about helping Indians to express their personal style freely and whichever way they like. So we essentially sell bang on trend, handpicked fashion at everyday good prices, and that's really what we go after. We don't want to be a place where you get to buy everybody else's stuff. We design our own stuff. We do it in-house. We work with vendors all over the country. We work with factories all over the country. We even work with artisans all over the country. We have master craftsmen, over 50 of them, including national award winners that work with us. And when Lakme Fashion Week approached us to sponsor them, we said, we have to be here because it truly means what we're trying to do, especially this show, which is about sustainable land. Because for one, we're trying to do something more than just sell fast fashion. We're trying to put something out there that means something. I mean, clothes everybody wears, right? But to be able to do something where you're proud of the fact that what you have on is made sustainably is something that resonates with Aju, the brand. And we always say doubt is out. And truly when you're sustainable, you're doing something and giving back to the planet, doubt is out. Thank you.
David and Rakesh, would you like to talk about your collection, talk about...
We're very pleased to be here, and we're happy that Ajio.com has sponsored this show, The Sustainable Land. And we did a collection that is based on recycling, upcycling, and reuse. All the fabric that we used for the collection was based on waste. And waste from factory offcuts, we bought waste from the waste markup in the Kawari, essentially. We looked at fabrics that which courier parcels were packed, the postal office packaged fabrics. And we just wanted to see how we could make it into a collection that looked urban and sort of cool. And that's what we presented today. Rajesh?
No, he said everything. Yeah, so like David said, I'm also very, very happy to be here. Very good company to be with A&T and Pero, and Nikhil did an amazing job. And we tried to do some experimentation, some new textiles, try to understand what sustainable really means. That's it.
Tell me about the bottles. The models. One fabric was made from bottles. He melted plastic Bisleri bottles and spun yarn.
So yeah, it's part of recycling thing was to use yarn which comes out of recycling plastic bottles.
Yeah, PET
bottles, and then trying to do a technique which is basic to ikat, which is hand woven. So it comes full circle, and it was an idea which actually David gave.
Yeah.
And that's what we did.
Promoting it.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's
We'll do a quick photo. Anyone else have something to say?
Nothing. No, we have nothing to say.
I was
Absolutely
going to do a
nothing.
quick photo op and then we do the interactions, yeah?
No interactions.
No, this is enough.
Photo op.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
No, Ambika.
Hello. I got to press something. It's basically through collecting all kinds of bits of fabric and then assembling them together and stitching them together to make yardage and then cutting it. And then over that sometimes washing or quilting or kanta, different techniques just to hold on to something.